What's up, YouTube? Hey, welcome back to another video. It's been a while since I made a loan form, posted a loan form video. Today's video just basically give you an update on where's the Hummer EV. I did not expect a lot of you to send me emails and ask me, hey, what's going on with the truck? You're still waiting for it. You haven't posted any more videos in a while. You're only posting like little short videos or whatever. Oh, by the way, the last short I posted about the Audi R8, I picked up some new subscribers, and you guys did a good job trying to find ways to get to me. And you're asking me questions. Am I actually looking for one? Yes, I am looking for one, but that's something for later on. So, what's going on with the Hummer EV? Where is it? Basically, some of us that ordered, early on the first day back in 2020. That haven't got our trucks, we bumped into a few issues on down the line. So basically, right now, my salesman, great guy by the way, he's struggling to update all of us owners that are still waiting on the truck, because even they don't know what's going on with some of these trucks and why is it taking so long. The first thing that happened was a strike. That I guess a strike got some of the line employees, assembly line employees, finally got into an agreement, and they started to pick back up to whatever whatever they were left off, and that has been a mess. Because again, even my salesman, he's like, I'm on a weird spot, because a lot of you guys come up to me asking. The last time I even went to the dealership just to say hi to him, because it was another Hummer EV out front. He even showed me the screen. He said, look, there's no info. Like, we get no info at all. So he went ahead and did the best he could to keep me informed. What I got a few months ago is an email from GM saying, hey, we finally accepted your order for production, which it doesn't mean anything to me, because yeah, they accepted it, but God knows when that's actually going to happen. And I went ahead and questioned my salesman. Hey, I got this email. He's like, hey, you know more than I do. So and then the other thing that apparently it's holding holding back the whole process to get in the truck even more is the color that I picked. I picked Afterburner Yellow. I did not know this was going to be a problem. Apparently, that's a color that they're not going to make, or at least they're not focusing on that color right now. If I would have known all this, I would have probably just picked the options that I wanted and leave it at white, and I would have probably had a truck already and made a ton of videos with. But that's, that's not the case. Apparently, the Afterburner Yellow is a color that they're either putting aside, or they're not building too many of them. So that's also, has a lot to do with me waiting a lot longer for the entire build process. There's a few of you that subscribed to the channel in the past month and a half or so. We actually met at another it's a Hummer Chat forums. I appreciate the subscription, and I appreciate you guys hanging out. A couple of you asked me last month on emails, hey, have you thought about going back to a to an H2, while the Hummer EV shows up? And I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I am not looking forward to getting back into an H2 anytime soon. Doesn't matter how good of a deal it is. Again, it's just, at least as of right now, I do not want to deal with all the issues that I had. I have got an offer from my salesman to pick up Hummer EVs that show up, and people backed out at the last minute. The problem is the few that has shown up at the dealership, the options that these trucks, oops, sorry about that. The options that these trucks come with, obviously, is nothing that I want. So it'll put me in a situation where I do not want to make a rush decision and then regret it later on. This is not a $50,000-$60,000 truck. These things are very pricey. So in my opinion, it is worth for me to wait for the options that I picked and exactly what I wanted. The good thing about the dealership that I'm dealing with is that, number one, they have no markups. Markups don't make any sense at all. Some of you even asked me a while back on the emails that you send me, hey, doesn't it make sense to to go ahead and pay the markup, because you'll probably make that money off eventually off of all the ads on the videos and all that. It doesn't. Trust me, it doesn't. And if I were to do something stupid a few months back and got a Hummer EV from another dealership with a 30, 40, 50,000 markup or whatever, that would have been a huge mistake. Because right now, if it wasn't because I want my exact same options that I want, right now there's a lot of dealerships begging for somebody to come in and take the 1 or 2 Hummer EVs that they got available. Again, thank God that there's no markups coming from my dealer per the owners. And my salesman, again, he's trying to do the best he can whenever a truck shows up from somebody who says that they don't want it. Basically, the way my dealer is doing things is they're going down the list. Whoever's next, who's waiting for the truck next? Okay, let's call this person up. Listen, you're waiting for yours to be built, but here's one available. They're giving me the option to actually buy. Let's say if you've been following the videos, I ordered the pickup truck, the SUT, but there's been a few SUVs showing up, and they're giving me the option. Hey, you can go ahead and buy this SUT or this SUV, but we're not taking away your space. We're not taking away. It's not like you traded in. Okay, you bought this one that just came in, and you lose your space. No, I can go ahead, purchase the one that comes in that's available. The last one that came in was an SUV. It had a bunch of pretty much all the off-road package and all that included. That one sticker was like a 119 or 120, but I didn't want it. I thought maybe I'd get a wife on an SUV, but that wasn't something that wasn't going to work out. And again, if I do buy that one or whatever comes available and mine hasn't shown up, they're being nice enough to where they go ahead and say, first of all, we're not going to mark them up. And if you do decide to purchase one that's not the one you order, we're still going to give you the chance to keep whatever, whenever your truck comes, you can keep it. There was a temporary markup they had of $7,500 if it wasn't your truck, meaning obviously if a truck comes in that wasn't the one I ordered, they still won't charge me a markup on the one I ordered whenever it shows up. But if you wanted to buy this one that's not yours, that just came in but it's available, you had to pay $7,500, and that only lasted a little bit of time because again the owners came back and said, hey, nah, take the markups, just take that away. It's gonna hurt the image of the entire dealership, and we've been at it for too long for us to ruin our clientele just trying to make a few bucks extra. And again, markup, please don't ever pay a markup, even if it's in other vehicles. That doesn't make any sense at all. You're pretty much losing money. You're losing more money from the get-go. Even big YouTube channels that I met the owners or the guys on those channels here in LA. They told me now what's going on right now. Now, if some of them thought they wanted to get their trucks or whatever vehicle they wanted a few months ago, but it just didn't make any sense because of the markup. And just to make the markup alone back in ad revenue, it's not something that's easy for smaller channels. And it just doesn't make sense. So believe it or not, don't think all these big channels, they can go ahead and no. If you do things right, you want to think correctly. So that's pretty much the update that I got for you guys on the Hummer EV. Again, I appreciate some of you reaching out to me by email, not just on the comment section saying, hey, what's going on, where you at? And again, the few you that subscribed because of the short that I made the other day when I was looking on Audi RA, there's only a handful of you that watch the videos that actually know me outside of YouTube, and you know that I've been looking for that car for a long time. A few months back, the prices on R8s, even the VA version, were up to, I was seeing V8s for 95, 100,000, and then older V10s for 145, 130, 145. Like, what? So, but finally, prices of those vehicles are coming down, and I'm starting to see some V8s, you know, with a few miles on it, for like $50,000, $60,000. And at first, I wanted to stick with the V10, but honestly, I think the VA will do for me. I'm not trying to beat anybody on the freeway. So, and again, my videos are not focused on supercars. They're focused more on the Hummer crowd. But I'm looking to possibly kind of like scoot over and do what I was doing a few months back, when I did a couple of videos on Saturdays or Sundays going to supercar meets. I'm still going to do that. But again, eventually when the Hummer EV gets here, I do want to switch back and start making videos with the Hummer, because I noticed most of the videos that come up on YouTube of the Hummer EV, it's somebody making a quick review or lengthy review of the truck, and that's next. I mean, that's it. They don't continue making videos of actual usage of the truck as the way I want to do it. So eventually, once the truck gets here, yes, you will see more content Hummer related. I understand that electric is not for a lot of you, and I appreciate you sticking around, although I'm pushing all this, you know, this electric truck in your face. I'm not trying to save the planet or anything. I just like the brand, and the next new Hummer happened to be electric. It's not like it's not like GMC gave us a chance of saying, hey, you want electric or you want a diesel? So it is what it is. So, hey, thanks a lot for sticking around. I'll see you guys in the next video.